So, how do you gain experience without having the degree? It's actually pretty easy. Hi, my name is Andrea, and I am a marketing manager, and today is my 39th birthday. And so, what happens on my 39th birthday is that I do all the same stuff that I usually do, but I do it with a cocktail. So, happy birthday to me. I was thinking today, reflecting on my career, what advice I would give to people who are maybe thinking about going to school for marketing. Some advice that you can take from somebody who's been in the business for close to 20 years now, and I have a ton of experience. So let me just try to recap my career real quick, just for kicks on my birthday. I went to school at Kansas State University. I had a communications degree and I majored in PR. After I graduated, I went to work for the Kansas City Ballet as their marketing associate. While I was doing that, I was also going to school for my master's degree. I graduated with a master's degree from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Then, I went to work for a very large ad agency, which was a really good experience. And I'm actually so old that at Valentine Radford, my client was the Sprint Yellow Pages. So after that, I actually went to work for my family's company. We have a heating and air conditioning company in Kansas. I am the marketing department, so I am the marketing director, everything. And what I do every day is, I make the websites, I do the social media, I created the YouTube channel, which today I just found out got over 1 million views now. So that is really exciting. So I also, for years while I was single, I had my regular 9 to 5 marketing manager job. And then I would also design websites for clients. I had a very large magazine client for a couple of years. I stopped doing that after I had a family because I just didn't have time to have both my regular job and my side thing as well, although the money was fantastic. That's my experience in a nutshell, and probably the advice that I would give if I were talking to somebody who's thinking about going to school for marketing. So before you go to school for marketing, I actually think that you don't have to go to school for marketing. While I love marketing and I'm passionate about it, I actually think that you could be a fantastic marketing manager without going to school. If you don't want to go into debt to go into marketing, if you read the right books, you'll learn the right skills. Okay, so first of all, I would read a lot. I have some recommendations for you here in a second. I think that just as somebody who hires people, myself, if I'm looking at a resume and I see experience, I could care less if or where they went to school, honestly. So how do you gain experience without having the degree? It's actually pretty easy. You find a small company that has a marketing department that's my size, like one person is doing all of the marketing, because you want to learn from that one person because they know a little bit about every kind of marketing aspect. If you try to go to a big agency and get like an internship or work for free to learn, while that's great, you're probably only seeing just this little teeny tiny slice of the marketing industry. Whereas if you go to a small business, they're doing web design, content writing, they're putting out email campaigns, direct mail campaigns, kind of guerrilla marketing tactics that you might want to learn. So you can gain some experience pretty easily and some really good hands-on knowledge just by going to a small business and seeing if their marketing department could use any help in exchange for an education in marketing. I would also recommend starting a blog and blog about a topic that you're interested in, that you might want to be a marketing manager for in the future, and start pumping out like 300 words a day. Because if you can do that, you can knock out basically any kind of task that a marketing manager needs to do. I'm often having to put together newsletters, emails, social media stuff, website content for new web pages, direct mail pieces. You have to write, and you have to do it pretty quickly. So start writing. For some book learning, I am a huge believer that if you're interested in acquiring a new skill or information, if you read like 3-4 books on the topic, you're going to be pretty up to speed. These are just some of what I recommend. This is school, okay? So let's just say you're putting yourself through school now. It's not gonna cost you $100,000. There's lots of textbook type books that you can get. I have this one, The New Rules of Marketing and PR. Pick up a book like this every now and then. These types of books are very cheap on Amazon, but this one is the SEO 2018 strategy, and somebody else did the research, and I can pay $7 and profit from their information on search engine optimization, how to get my company's website to rank higher in the search, and little tricks that you can improve ranking, increase traffic, boost your ROI, bypass competitors. Everybody Writes. Like I said, if you can become a good writer, you're into marketing. Everybody Writes is your go-to guide to creating ridiculously good content. So this one was fantastic. Now, what is marketing? Marketing is essentially overcoming sales objections. If you're working for any company and they have a marketing department, chances are they're selling something. They're selling an idea or a product or whatever, and it's your job to overcome the sales objections of the potential clients. So you have to know about people. You have to know about psychology and what makes people tick and really how to be persuasive. So for that, you have to read anything by Robert Cialdini. He has Influence and Persuasion. If you're going to be a marketing manager, you have to read these. This one I'm reading right now, it's been a fun read, Invisible Influence, about social influence. Anything really by Scott Adams also. Win Bigly was great. How to Fail at Almost Anything and Still Win Big is another great one, especially for college age people. This one is a little obscure for marketing, but I love this book called Tactics by Gregory Kokel. It's a game plan for discussing your Christian convictions. Why I like it is that it's basically persuasion, learning how to ask the right questions in order to be a persuasive speaker and debater. I would also recommend go to The Wizard of Ads. I actually have been to his kind of compound down in Austin a long time ago. And he has a book called The Wizard of Ads, which is amazing. My copy is in storage because I'm living in Bogota, Colombia right now. But he has a Monday morning memo that you can subscribe to and have him email you every Monday morning just with his thoughts. But he is an advertising genius. Follow Mike Cernovich. He's great to learn about marketing and mindset, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. Mindset is key. I would recommend Guerrilla Mindset, his book. Being a good marketing manager means that you're a good time manager, that you're a good project manager, that you have a creative mind in overcoming the sales objections, that you can write, that you can express yourself. Without going to school, you can do all of these things. You can start a YouTube channel where you're practicing your speaking skills. You can start a blog for free. All of these things are for free, by the way. You can get all of these books, which the combined total value of all these books might be $50. Okay. So those are my birthday reflections on what I would say to somebody who's thinking about going to school for marketing if I had to do it all over again. If you'd like more marketing content, that's what I'm going to be putting out. I've got some day in the life of a marketing manager stuff coming up, things that I know about WordPress that might be helpful, things that I know about copywriting and all sorts of stuff. So if you are into that, then hit that subscribe button and I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.